Well done. Well done.
Yeah, we thought they might have gone for Bo Allen, Joey, didn't we? But
welcome to part 2 of the draft live stream.
Would be absolutely licking their lips now, and they traded out of that pick 3 spot, hoping that Bo Allen would still be there. And after much conjecture, the thought was that he wouldn't be, and they'd miss out on WA's best product as well. But it looks like he might have slid through to the Eagles at pick 15, and fantastic scenes there for Jonty Fall. I'm sure that would have been unexpected this high in the draft.
Brilliant stuff. So we've got the West Coast Eagles coming in at pick 15. So, Joey, what Richmond's done so far, they're building, they're just getting as much talent in the door as they can.
Yeah, they are, but they're also getting the variety there. So they've got the 2 big, powerful mids we spoke about earlier. They've got the project player.
I'm good, how are you?
Who will take a little bit of time, and they have got their key forward. And the beauty of their selection is they got the pick of who they wanted, whether it was Shanahan, Armstrong, the Whitlock boys. They've chosen to go the way of Jonty Fall, and now they can sit back and see what happens with the other picks and make a decision on what they want to do with their later picks in this first round.
West Coast have traded pick 15, mother.
All right, so we've got a trading of
West Coast have traded pick 15 for the next pick. Port Adelaide have got pick 15 now.
They've jumped ahead of West Coast.
Yeah, jumped back one.
Just doing part 2 of the live stream now, mother.
So Port Adelaide will have the next pick, and West Coast have been happy to slide, which is interesting. So obviously, Port Adelaide feel they've got someone that they want to get ahead of the West Coast Eagles, whether that is Bo Allen, or they haven't been linked to Bo Allen, but whether it's another tall forward, whether it is maybe a Shanahan or an Armstrong.
It's interesting. One of those two would be what you'd think.
I'd be staggered if we hear Bo Allen's name. There is no way the West Coast Eagles trade with Port Adelaide and then allow Port Adelaide to call out Bo Allen's name. So I would say there's someone else in mind.
What the hell? I didn't hear that sound before.
Traded pick 15 with Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide is now on the clock.
So the talk with Port Adelaide, there's been the 2 sort of schools of thought where they want to go for a tall. I sort of look and they got the coaches in the door, they've got Ollie Lord, they've got Georgiades, they've still got Marshall there as well. Or whether they want to continue to go with that.
Cameron's Aiden, if you're watching this video, well, I can see Robbie Gray, one of your former favourite players.
Inside 50. That's been an issue for Port Adelaide. In recent years, a lot of bombing of the ball in, some work at ground level. So I just wonder whether they might go for one of these small sort of half-forward types that can really add some polish and talent into their front half.
Zach Butters in the room there too.
And Zach Butters is there too.
With pick 15, Port Adelaide select Joe Berry from the Murray Bush Rangers and the Wangaratta Football and Netball Club.
Joe Berry goes for the power. 14 have a pretty good history of picking Victorians, mother. 14 have a pretty good history of picking Vic players.
Yeah.
To present the jumper for Port Adelaide, please welcome Matthew Primus.
A very classy and crafty.
Well, Matty Primus is involved with Port Adelaide for the first time since he was sacked as head coach in 2012.
Dynamic left footer that works hard up and down the ground. Presents that 56 sort of type half forward. His work rate, his kicking's elite. Again, he played very well for Fit Country in those national championships. Another boy that won all Australian honours, so we love that in their 18th year, and he has come from money there. It's been this year, just had a few games last year, but he wouldn't have been on the radar. But that's a massive leap up into a top first-round draft choice for this boy from the Wangaratta Magpies.
His craft is exquisite, this player, for a small forward.
He plays like Toby Green.
The way he goes down and he picks him apart, whether that's by hand or by foot. And I'll say this, Joey, there was a lot of talk around the Fremantle Dockers as we wondered why clubs trade up and move. Fremantle Dockers were heavily linked to Joe Berry. They were picking before the Port Adelaide Football Club originally, so I just wonder whether it's a bit of a lap from the...
Well, looks like after he got picked by the power mother, looks like Joe Berry's soon going to get told what to do by Camera is pass the ball to him and kick, so he can kick the goal. I reckon he's going to have to pass the ball to Joe Berry sometimes. But he can't expect himself to kick the goals all the time. It's called a forward line, not the Camera Bevel line, mother.
Joe,
Forward line is more to be the forward line, mother. Everyone can get the goals.
Yeah. There waiting, you had no idea. Tell us about
Get
that
the
feeling.
goals.
Yeah,
Not being room. It's just that the forward line, everyone can get the goals, mother.
Yeah. Great year. First 4 games.
Just the way our
16
footy
goals,
goes.
Most goals in the championship. Pride yourself on your finishing, don't you, on both sides?
yeah, I do.
Joe Barry, he played under Ben Reid at Wangaratta Rovers. At Wangaratta Rovers.
Yeah. And on my notes it said you model your game on Robbie Gray and you're going to Port Adelaide. There's a nice fit.
Yeah, no, I do. Yeah, really like Robbie Gray's game, and yeah, it's awesome to get there. So yeah, looking forward to it.
How long is trying to do a shill again?
Nearly in the HIA, mate. They grabbed you around the head and had a crack at you, but you got a good crew here, all the boys.
Yeah, got a good crew from Benalla, Mansfield, Rower. So yeah, no, good lads.
I said running
West Coast got the next pick.
He kicks darts on his left foot. Said he's lethal. Has he pumped you up? Has he put a bit of sugar on it?
A little bit of sugar on it, but no, I'm happy. Yeah, it backs me up. So yeah.
You're off to Port Adelaide. Go and celebrate with the family. Well done.
Yeah, cheers.
Great stuff. Congratulations to Joe Berry, headed to the Port Adelaide Football Club of Gun, small forward. All right, we have a look forward to the West Coast Eagles at pick 16, and you're convinced that this is Bo.
Oh, I think they'll absolutely tear the joint apart if Bo Allen's name isn't read out next. He's an elite talent. He's WA's best, and you know they should be stoked, the West Coast Eagles, that he's fallen through to them. So I'd be surprised. But the point I was making about Joe Berry was, if that was the word that the Fremantle Dockers were going to take him, and Port Adelaide was selecting after the Fremantle Dockers, that's why the deal would have been done with West Coast, and I'm sure the Eagles would have loved to have pulled one over their crosstown counterparts by...
What do you reckon now?
...target slide through to another club.
You're still letting him wreck
The
it.
rivalry doesn't just exist on the football field, Nick.
Oh, absolutely not. Trust me, looking over there, the
Took it off of him, mother.
is far deeper than just on field.
I'm going to go to the shower and black. This damn dog.
With pick 16, West Coast select Bo Allen from Peel Thunder and the Halls Head Football Club.
West Coast to pick Bo Allen from the Thunder.
To present the jumper for West Coast, please welcome John Worsfold.
So, the captain of WA and a future leader at AFL level, potentially, he could make an immediate impact, Nick.
Yeah, I've had the pleasure of watching this young man pretty closely this year. I saw him play back early in the year, I saw him play forward, and obviously Shifter, he's had incredible under-18 championships going through the midfield. Look, he just doesn't panic when he's got the ball in hand. He's one good...
Presenting the jumper is John Worsfold, 1992 and 94 Premiership captain.
He's got great depth in his kicking, and he was a late call-up when Will Brodie was taken out of the game in a preliminary final for the Peel Thunder. He slotted straight in, performed his role, held his spot going into the grand final and played in the premiership there. Surrounded by great people at the Peel Thunder too, in Mick Lastro, Paul Lekius, Pete Morrissey, to name a few. So, you know, he's been mentored by some really great people, and he's got leadership written all over him.
And was an elite performer at Combine too. To see him there with his speed and his vertical jump, all those things.
Plays like Elliot Yeo.
I had a few moments watching him play that they were wow moments when he attacked the ball and went through using that speed, contested ball that really turned the game on its head. You're going, wow, look at that. That kid can play. An All-Australian by the end of it all. So a wonderful development year for this young fella. And as you say, Nick tops it off with the senior premiership. Got 11 or 12 games under his belt at that level. So he's ready to go. He can play wing or half-back. Might end up in the midfield as a tall midfielder as well. So plenty of options there in his development years at AFL level.
Ben Dixon, no doubt Bo is delighted to be staying at home in the West.
Bo's actually relieved, I think. I don't know how you kept it together, but I'm sitting next to you watching you. Your leg was twitching a little bit. There was a pig swap. Like, talk us through that.
Yeah, I got the leg tap real bad actually, but yeah, anticipating maybe around the mark. But yeah, I'm over the moon. I'm so stoked.
and you get to stay in the West. You played the Peel Thunder Premiership. That must be pretty special. 11 games in the seniors and you're playing a flag.
Yeah, to come off the back of the champs and be able to slot back into the senior side and finish on a high with the premierships, unbelievable. It's the ultimate goal. So yeah, it was really honoured.
And your captain WA, Mark Webb's over here. He's been in the pathway in AFL for such a long time. How big was that to have him as your coach?
Yeah, obviously his first year back from the Doggies, so yeah, I appreciate him so much. Can't speak any more highly of him. He's, the way he's got around us boys, built relationships, he's great. He's been awesome.
Did we almost lose you to swimming at 12 because you were classes there in Thorpe back then, weren't you?
Oh, some might say, I don't know, yeah, swimming was good, but yeah, footy sort of took over.
Now, you're a Fremantle supporter. We know how competitive it is in the West. And did Wooshart, John Worsfold, when he shook your hand, just go, "You're an Eagle now"?
Yeah, he was pretty surprised as much as I am. So yeah, I think he was stoked. But yeah, I'm so relieved. Yeah, great.
You need to go and celebrate because it's been a big night for you. Well done, bud.
Thank you.
Great story, Joey.
He ticks a lot of boxes, Bo Allen. He's a terrific kid. He's a terrific leader with his athleticism, his size, he's versatile. So the West Coast Eagles have got a bona fide beauty there. A bit like Elliot Yeo, he can probably start at half back and be a powerful inside mid in time. They've got Ruben Jinby and Elijah Hewitt. So they're starting to build a list that can make them really competitive in the years to come.
Following on from the West Coast Eagles, we have Fremantle with pick number 17. Now, what are they going to do here? We'll find out.
With pick 17, Fremantle select Murphy Reid from the Sandringham Dragons and the South Melbourne Districts Junior Football Club.
Fremantle went with Murphy Reid, and he's a midfielder.
To present the jumper for Fremantle, please welcome John Longmuir.
Classy and composed in traffic shifter. Is this a bit of a steal for the Fremantle Football Club here?
Well, my phone's almost about to go flat. Well, we'll see. We'll see very soon. So I can reveal the final few picks in the draft on a separate video. I'm so sorry for the inconvenience.